Hey, hi everybody. I'm Barbara Cox. I have a super special guest for us here today. Maria King is joining us. Thank you, Maria, for taking some time out of your busy schedule as an entrepreneur. And I wanted to bring you on because I think you're super inspirational. And I know that everyone can learn a little bit from you. So I just wanted you to just give us a top line introduction to yourself.
Thanks, Barbara. Thanks for the invite. It's lovely to be here. Yes, I'm Maria King, and I am a nutritionist. I have a master's in person-centered nutrition, and I'm also a functional medicine practitioner, certified functional medicine. But what I'm in some ways most inspired by. I'm co-founder of family-owned business Junius, which is a healthy, multi-award winning, healthy cold pressed juices, and recently added supplements to the range. And that's top line who I am.
You do much more than that. I know. You're a busy lady. You're a busy lady. But I find everything that you do super inspirational and I love your products. And I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions to sort of, continue with the education and inspiration and motivation for a lot of my followers to continue on their health journey. So one of my questions is, why do you think choosing a health goal is so important?
Well, I think, Barbara, if I just go back a little bit and what sort of inspired me on this journey, and my father actually had motor neuron in his early 40s, so I sort of grew up in a scenario thinking, oh, things do go wrong, although he was very healthy and but as we thought, and then I'm originally from Northern Ireland, but I worked in a very busy corporate world for 12 years, and I really felt then that no matter how much I slept, I still felt tired. It was unbelievable. And I was in my early 20s at that stage. I have a 22-year-old and a 19-year-old now, both at university. But I really started at that point to start to read about food, and I realized you needed B vitamins to release energy from food. But the why we need a health goal is, on my journey over those 20 years, I have certified at the Institute of Functional Medicine, and we divide health into health goals, into systems. And we have to have all those systems balanced in our body so the body can thrive. So that is my passion. And I do that through the active part of the plant, which is the phytonutrients and the phytochemicals. They're the things that protect the plant and they protect us as well. So in becoming certified, I had to pass exams in different systems to show my understanding of functional medicine, which really is the junction of nutritional science and biochemistry. That's what it is. So the health goal is important because we need to look at any imbalances in the body. And what I do is, if health was a proverbial tree, if the leaves of that proverbial tree are brown. Currently, the current paradigm of health, as you know, Barbara, is to remove the leaf, or the brown leaf, or paint it green. But really what we're looking at is, if you look down at the roots of health, it's made up of different systems. So what Junius, originally we weren't set, it's a family run business, but we hadn't set out to necessarily get into the food world, but what we realized through health focus groups, that if you could speak to people at food level, then you share your knowledge. And Junius is our vehicle to share knowledge about nutritional science and biochemistry and why you need to choose a health goal. So
I love it. I love it. It's so true. Everything you said there, I was nodding away. Yes, yes, yes. Because it's just so true. It is multifaceted, isn't it? And you do need to look at all the systems of your body. We are interlinked in so many ways, and the body is just a piece of biochemistry, isn't it? And we need to treat it that way.
Totally. And of course, food is the cornerstone, a whole food, but we need to look at relationships in our lives, good hydration and the way we sleep. And say, for instance, the sleep, because in time, we're giving out bite-sized information of knowledge, but that's under our Zen range, and it's really educating about hormones and how these little things in one part of the body can have incredible systemic effect, which all seems unrelated. And that would be, if you want to learn more about that, first of all, you choose Zen for the delicious turmeric and ingredients, but we're very passionate about education and sharing this to get back to the people who are basically time poor, health conscious, which is the majority.
Everybody. Yeah, no, I think that's great, which kind of leads me on to my next question as we're talking about this is like, in your journey, it was really about energy and keeping your immune system strong. So what are some ways that you feel you can keep your immune system strong?
Well, of course, we've had an incredible period over the last 15, 18 months. And that really highlighted to me, because people were asking, as we both know, Barbara, how can I keep my defenses strong? How can I do that? Because really what's happening is I understand it, and I could see that through how, without trying that hard, my personal LinkedIn grew so much, because people were saying, what is it I need to do? Because people want to take ownership. And of course, I went through the science and was looking at where is the science to keep immunity strong? And on my blogs, I was writing about vitamin D, vitamin C, NAC, glutathione, mushrooms, and at Junius, we start with the science always and build a recipe. That's why we were finalists of Food Matters Live across Europe. It was that concept, and that's when we knew, well, we know where the science is, so let's do a beautiful range of phytonutrients and try and share our knowledge with people. But those items, and that's under our ZAP range, which is of cold pressed juices and shots, which is for immune defenses and to support those.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I mean, just for the listeners and the watchers, you're saying, Zen range, Fab range, Zap range. Well, I've got a few of your juices here because this is another reason I brought you on. I'm a massive fan of cold pressed juices, and I mean, I recommend juicing to my clients a lot. I've written about it in my books, and it is something I feel is part of everyone's healthy diet. It should be. And so, which is why I love how convenient your juice shots are. They are incredible. And obviously there's more in the range than just what I have pulled out of my fridge that I haven't already drank. Then of course you have the full juices as well, which is, I think, not only delicious, can I say, what I especially love about yours is that you do the science first. Yes. So you're right. Okay, here's the science. Now I will create a product around the science that backs it up and make it taste good. And that is what I absolutely adore. And your story needs to be shared. So, I mean, please tell us more about this incredible juice shot range and your cold pressed juice range.
Well, it was starting really with health focus groups. Really, it was people telling us. We actually didn't go out to do all of this. We had a lot of health focus groups, and we asked people, particularly HR people, actually, because having worked in the City of London, I was aware of all of that, and how your health can be unbalanced so easily. So we particularly went for HR executives, and we asked them what is it they want, what do they want from food. Everyone obviously comes back and says we want health food with benefits, of course, but we got a lot of Junius, even before we had a name for Junius. What we got a lot of feedback on was we want to get away from what is good for you tomorrow is not good for you today.
Yeah.
And that was the big thing that we thought, something has to be done about this. We need a product range to start with the science, build a recipe so that Junius becomes a vehicle of knowledge. Not only you feeding the roots of your health, but also your learning. And I think there is a huge appetite. I know there's a huge appetite because we know, Barbara, people are now asking, what do I need to do to, this is where we're at. It's about ownership now. So And Junius, in a small way, hopefully can help to get that conversation going and your work and what you're doing, just to bring it out and to look at the roots of health and start discussing about prevention more rather than obsession on symptomology. And there's a time and place for that, but also there's a chronic lifestyle diseases are exactly that. They're lifestyle related. So Junius is a lifestyle medicine solution. That's how we view it.
Yeah, me too. I totally view it that way. And yeah, I mean,
we were sorry, Barbara, we were in Fortnum and Mason's. That's where we launched originally, and we were meant to be going into Selfridges if there hadn't been this lockdown. But I worked in Fortnum's whenever we were in with our brand. We were meant to be in there for 3 weeks, and we were in for 7 months, I believe. So I got a lot of cold face customer, and they weren't people seeking health. You know, it's not like they were coming for a consultation. They were just passing by, getting a pint of milk or whatever. So I really got a real insight into what it is and what flavors people liked, although our range was devised at that time. But we start, everything's around the phyto, the living part of the plants, because currently, as we know, Barbara, we're absolutely obsessed with this calories, you know, a plate of food, how many calories, the macronutrients, you know, the fats, carbohydrates and protein. But actually, we both share that passion that what is living in that food? What is that food delivering? How is that food helping you to rebalance and heal? And this is the conversation, I believe, coming out of the last 18 months, which intuitively I felt, particularly looking back at my father, who was, you know, inspirational in that the gift of that, I got interested in the body does go wrong, you know, and on this journey. So, you know, beautiful nutrients. We look at, you know, turmeric and aloe vera and zinc we put beautiful zinc drops in our little shot for ZAP range for immune defense. And of course, what we say from zip to zen, because currently when I was working or when we went into retail, it was very much about detox or increase your energy. And we saw this opportunity of widening what the systems are, what is the body made up of, and that is reflective in our pillars of our pillars of health. And then we've devised these beautiful recipes, and we did like wellness events for the lockdown, maybe 300-400 people, and we had our juices and shots in the foyer, and people would come in and I said, would you like to choose a health goal? And they said, well, what do you mean? Why? What is that? But actually, if you say, you know, immune or theanine to help the anxiety and to call out different nutrients or foods and what they do, people very, very quickly connect with what their body needs that day, or it might need something one day and something else the next day. The body is dynamic. We have bio-individuality, we're all different. And our body, the wonderful thing I get most excited about health is that it is dynamic. We can change. We don't have to buy into this, you know, oh, I could sit and say I'm going to get motor neuron because my father did, but actually I think how dynamic can we be if we fuel it properly and keep, you know, as we know, Barbara, you know, hydration, good things in your life, good energy, and how that can be very positive for us. So that's really our message.
Yeah, I love it. It's a great message. It really is. And not only that, I mean, it's just super products and easy to take and have delivered anywhere in the UK, which is wonderful. But yeah, no, I wanted to thank you so much for coming on today and giving us, it's so nice to interview people who are passionate and as enthusiastic around health and wellness as well. And that really, really comes across. So your expertise is in every single bottle of Junius. And I think that gives everyone the confidence to try these. So I wanted to thank you so much. And I'm sure we will do another mini video vlog again soon. So thank you so much.
And Barbara, thank you, because it's people like you that allows the gate to open and to broaden how we discuss health. And I need Junius needs these, people like you to have a broader, be on the journey of, right, let's get this conversation going about owning your health, feeding the roots of your health and improving your outcome, because health is dynamic and movable. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Lovely. Pleasure. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.